Hey, what's going on everybody? Billy Aiken here. Welcome to this video where today I'm going to be showing you step by step how to set up and run a successful YouTube ad. Now, why YouTube ads? Well, everybody and their mother is on Facebook right now trying to do Facebook ads. It's oversaturated. Everybody is doing it. It's getting really expensive. You know, for example, let's say that you wanted to sell pancakes. You wanted to be the best flapjack flipper out there. And so you set up a stand, you go down the street, you got your stand, you're flipping your flapjacks, trying to sell them for $1 a piece. And then you notice that there's 100,000 other people that are also trying to sell their flapjacks, right? And you're selling your flapjacks, they're selling their flapjacks, and you're like, what the heck? I mean, how am I going to compete? People are walking down the road and everybody's screaming, come buy my stuff. You know, that's exactly how Facebook is right now. Everybody is screaming, come look at my stuff, look at my product. And what you need to be doing is look at a wide blue ocean of just advertising space that you can go to, and you can simply just put your stuff out there and you're going to get a whole lot more sales. Now, one of the things that I noticed is that if you're like me and you study the gurus and you study the successful entrepreneurs out there, all of them have started flocking to YouTube ads. In fact, a few that I know are screaming in their marketing, go to YouTube. Right now, YouTube is the hottest place to go to run your ads. So what we're going to do today is I'm actually going to be showing you step by step how you can set up a YouTube ad, the right ad settings and group level settings, getting everything optimized properly. You know, certain settings that you need to stay away from that is just going to waste your money, and then settings that you need to pay attention to. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to dive into my computer, and not physically, but I'm just going to share my screen with you, and then I'm going to be showing you step by step how to do it. So get ready and take action. No, that really sucked. Can we use a different one? Awesome. Okay. And buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. No, that really sucked. You know what? Just follow me. Let's go. Hey guys, so we are inside of my Google Ads platform, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you from start to finish on how to set up and start a YouTube ad. And unlike other tutorial videos that are out there, you know, I'm going to try not to make this the most boring tutorial video you've ever watched, and I'm going to try to make it to where it's not like 3 hours long. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. And so as you can see, we're inside of my platform. You can see that I have been spending money. You know, I'm not just some wannabe that's going to show you how to do YouTube ads, but hadn't even spent $1 in ad spend. I mean, I've spent money. You know, I've made a ton of conversions and in sales. I love YouTube ads. I'm very passionate about it. I used to be all in on Facebook ads until I noticed that everybody is doing it. And, you know, if you're smart, you want to go where everybody is not. And you want to go where the mentors and the gurus and the successful entrepreneurs are. And right now, that's YouTube ads. So the way that a YouTube ad is broken down is several different categories. You have a campaign level, you have an ad group level, and then you have an ad level. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the entire campaign from start to finish. We're going to go ahead and click on campaign. And obviously, I'm just assuming that you have your Google Ads platform already set up. If you haven't, you want to make sure and go and signed up and get all of that taken care of. Get your credit card, assigned to your billing account, get all that set up. Of course, you do have to have a YouTube channel. You have to have a YouTube video that you've already created. And I'll touch on, the actual YouTube ad itself in a little bit. But we're just assuming at this point that you already have all of that, and we're going to create a new campaign. Okay, so we have a couple of options. You can drive your campaign towards sales objective, leads, website traffic, product and brand consideration, brand awareness, app promotion, and then create a campaign without a goals guidance. All right, and so if you're brand new and you're just getting started, it might not be the best option to go with, with some of these, because especially when YouTube is trying to, to take existing data from ads that you've already run and to be able to optimize for sales or optimize for leads or optimize for website traffic. So what I would suggest at the very beginning is just to go a campaign without a goals guidance. Or if you just want to get your feet wet and you just want to go ahead and get started, go ahead and just try it. Do sales or leads. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Website traffic, I really don't do. I don't do product or brand consideration, awareness. I don't do that. I don't do app. But what I'm going to do is just for the purpose of this training, I'm just going to go through. We'll do it for leads, for lead generation. Now, if you were going to do it for create a campaign without a goals guidance, what you would simply do is click on it. And we're doing in-stream ads, those ads that are skippable. So we're going to click on video and then custom video campaign. We're going to click on continue. And one of the reasons that I would suggest doing this route if you're brand new is so that you can give YouTube data to be able to work with, so that you can create custom audiences where YouTube can run ads to people that have seen your ads or have been to your website. And so that's why I would suggest doing that. And then you would want to set your bidding strategy to maximum cost per view. And what that does is that it gives you the amount, the best amount per view that you can possibly get. And so that's what I would do if I was just starting out. But what I'm going to do is, because most ad platform, most ads that you're going to run, you're going to want to maybe do leads or sales. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of start with that. But if I was to keep going through all of the settings, they're going to be exactly the same, pretty much. So we're going to go with leads, and we're going to go with video, and then continue. Now, this is the campaign level, which is video campaign. The goal is to get leads. The subtype is going to be driving conversions. That's what we want to do. We want to get conversions, okay? So let me show you what I'm going to want to get conversions specifically for. So I created a training platform that teaches entrepreneurs and business owners how to run effective, successful digital marketing campaigns. I literally teach everything A to Z. How to set up the website, the sales funnel, the landing page, generating leads, running traffic, everything. That's literally everything I do. And in order to get people into my world and show them that I can teach them, what I do is I send people to this landing page that I've created, how to create a 6-figure lead generating machine by copying my secret method for helping entrepreneurs on complete autopilot. So this is where I'm going to want to drive traffic to. Okay. And I'm not just doing a plug to try to, sell my stuff. I'm just showing you this is what we're going to optimize the campaign. I'm going to show you how to create. I'm optimizing it for this. Now, if you're interested in this, I'm going to leave a link below and you can sign up for free. Just answer a few of these questions, enter your information, and you get to watch a free training where I show you literally how to create a lead generating machine. Okay. So let's go back. And the campaign name, here's how I like to create what I'm calling each step of the campaign. The first one is I'm trying to drive leads. Okay. Then what I'm doing is here is the actual ad that I'm going to run. It's going to be right here. And let's go ahead and we're going to click on it. And it is the #1 way to start and grow a business online. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to copy this. And then I'm going to paste it right there. So leads is the type of campaign that I'm running. And then I have the name of the actual campaign. And then I'm going to leave this part. What I'll do is I'll just leave this. I'll leave this part blank. Okay. Now, as far as bidding strategy, this is where you're setting how you want to bid for the views that YouTube is going to be giving you. For the purpose of this campaign, for sales and leads, you want to do maximize conversions. If you're brand new and you're trying to do, base it on a cost per view, you'll set that up in the other campaign that I showed you at the beginning of this video. But for the purpose of this, we're going to do this. For the budget, if you're brand new, you could just do $10 a day. You could do $25 a day. If you're a little bit more advanced, or if you have a good budget, I would at least do $100 a day. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to do $10 a day. That means that YouTube is going to, is not going, typically not going to spend more than $10 in one day. And that's why you're setting it like that. Delivery method, you're going to leave it on standard. Do not select accelerated, because YouTube will spend all your money in like 5 minutes, okay? Now, networks is very important. Please pay attention to this, because if you don't do this, you could potentially lose thousands of dollars. Right here, video partners on display network. You want to uncheck this, okay? The reason why is because when you're running YouTube ads, you want your ads to show up on YouTube videos. If your ad is showing up on, different networks, different websites, video partners that are outside of YouTube, number one, if your ad is successful and you're seeing conversions and sales, you're going to have no clue whatsoever if the ad is successful because of the video partners on the display network or because of skippable in-stream ads on YouTube. You'll have no idea. And I've heard it over and over and over again from people that have tested this left and right, up and down, with thousands of dollars. They have tested this and did not see an increase in conversions when selecting video partners. Do not select it. On language, you want to select the language that your video is in. So if your video is in English, select English. Now, as far as country, what I would suggest doing is one country at a time per ad or per ad group. And what the reason for that is, if your ad is successful and your ad in your locations is 5 different countries in the world, you're not really going to have much of an idea of which countries are giving you the best conversions and the lowest cost per view, click, and conversion. So what I would do is pick one at a time. United States is very popular, so I'm going to go with that. And over here on inventory type, I'm not going to say much about this because there's a lot of debate on which of these to use. My advice to you is just leave it on standard. And then we're going to go over here to excluded content. I'm just going to leave all of these unchecked because I really don't care where my ad is really being shown, as long as it's being shown to the right audience. Over here on excluded types and labels, pay attention to this, please. Please pay attention to this, because you could lose thousands of dollars if you leave embedded videos and live streaming videos unchecked. Do not leave them unchecked. I want you to check those. And the reason why is because if somebody created a course on how to throw a Frisbee, okay? And for whatever reason, if you're running targeted ads towards videos that are, that are on a membership site on how to throw a Frisbee, well, those videos are probably going to be embedded on that site. And then your ads are going to be shown to them. And people watching videos on how to throw a Frisbee aren't going to give a two crap about, about your business. So leave that, or check it. Live streaming videos, typically if somebody is doing a live stream, you do not want to run ads on that, because there's not a lot of traffic and traction that you can get from that. Content not labeled, you could just leave it checked, because that's typically going to be videos that were created by people, and maybe they're not finished, or maybe they're not optimized properly, maybe they're not set up correctly, and so they're kind of out there in cyberspace, and you don't want to run ads to them. All right, click on additional settings. On conversions, leave it on the standard over here. Go over here to devices. Here is my advice to you. All right, click on set specific targeting for devices and uncheck TV screens. If you are running in-stream ads on YouTube and somebody has a YouTube app on their smart TV and your ad pops up, do you think that they're going to click on it, watch your video, go to your website, and buy your product? Absolutely not. That'll never happen. If it does, it's probably the same chance as winning the $1 million prize when you get Boardwalk on the McDonald's, the McDonald's game that they used to do, which I just found out today was fixed. By the way, I watched a documentary today. It's totally fixed. Pisses me off. Anyway, leave TV screen, uncheck that. Because if your ads are being showed to people on their smart TV, you are wasting money. Now, as far as these three, honestly, I'm not even going to touch on those because there's a lot we can discuss about that, but I'm not even going to touch on it. Frequency capping, this is going to be it's going to be YouTube putting a cap on the amount of times that somebody is viewing or seeing your YouTube ad. Now, the reason why you want to put a cap on it is because if your ad is shown 500 times to the same person, you're going to be wasting a ton of money, because if that person hasn't taken action by the third or fourth time that they've seen your video, they're not going to take action. So here's what I would do. I would either do maybe 2 impressions per day, or maybe I would do a cap frequency of maybe 5 times per week. All right, let's go down to ad schedule. Just leave it as is, the ad group name. What I would do is I would take your campaign name, copy it, then go down here, and then I would just paste it. Okay, let's go over here to demographics. Now, this is just my advice to you. You could just leave all of these checked if you want to. But what I would do is, for my business, because I'm trying to target business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs and online business owners, and people that sell flapjacks, whatever. I'm trying to target a certain age group. So what I want is, I don't want to target 18 to 24-year-olds because they're trying to look at the latest Fortnite video on YouTube, and I don't want to run ads to them. Unknown, I'm going to leave that unchecked, because for gender, if YouTube doesn't know if they're a male or female, there's not going to be a lot of data on that person. And we all know that Google, which owns YouTube, for obvious reasons right here, but, Google is, I would say that they're the best in the world at knowing their customers. And so I would leave that unknown, because again, you could be running, your ads for, on your course that you're trying to sell on how to flip flapjacks, the proper way to get the right browning on each side. You might be running ads to a 5-year-old, and you don't want to do that. So I'm going to leave that unchecked. I'm going to go over here to age, unknown. I'm going to leave that unchecked. And I don't care about parental status. I don't care about household income. If you really want to niche your targeting and only want to, target people that make over $100,000 a year, then you want to do maybe the top, 10, 20, maybe 30% or something. I'm not entirely sure which of these contributes to $100,000 or more, in income, but for me, it doesn't really matter. So I'm leaving unknown gender and then unknown age unchecked. Let's go over here to audiences. Now now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the different targeting that you can do. Okay. Now here is something that I do know for absolute 100% for sure. You want to do one targeting set per ad. And the reason why, well, actually, let me show you the different options. You can do audiences. Okay. This is where YouTube will run ads to people that have shown in the algorithm to recently have started a business. Okay, so you can run ads to them. You can run ads to people that are in banking and finance. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to run ads to both. Because if your ad is successful, you're not going to have a clue which of these are going to be the one that's going to convert the best. So you only want to do one targeting. We're going to go down here to keywords. This is where you can set a certain amount of keywords. I would suggest doing around 5, no more than 10. And you could do make money online. You can do online marketing. There's a ton of keywords that you could do. And what you want to do is you want to set about 5 or 10. Okay, that's an option. We could do topics. This is where you're really niching down topics that are being discussed on YouTube. Let's do affiliate marketing. Okay, we're going to go down here, and you know, I can run ads to people that that are looking at topics on YouTube about email marketing. Okay, I could do sales, business opportunities, affiliate programs. I mean, you know, there's a ton that you can do, but what you want to do is you want to select one, and then you want to create an ad to that one. Then what you could do is you create you create a different ad set or a different ad group. Okay, a different ad group. And I'm not going to show you how to do that in this video because this video is going to go on for a while. And I only want to show you just the setting up your YouTube ads. And I'll create another video that's going to show you how to set up your ad groups and do all that stuff. But what you could do is you can create this ad and it's going to be this targeting. And then you can create a different ad that's going to be for that targeting. And then a different ad for that targeting. And what you do is you run the ads, you wait about 3 or 5 days, you see which ones are successful, you scale those, the ones that are crap, you turn them off. Okay, does that make sense? So let's go over here to placements. This is where you can actually place your YouTube ad on, you know, on YouTube channels and YouTube videos, and even people that have visited certain websites. So, I mean, if you really wanted to, this is awesome. Check this out. You can go, I actually haven't tested this. So I'm not really 100% sure if you can actually do this. But people, yeah, I didn't really think you could do that. But let's see. DaveRamsey.com. So I have really never done this before, so I'm honestly not really sure how that works. So I'm not really going to worry about that. I've never done that. But this is where website placement suggested search. I don't know. Let's do make money online. And then what you could do, yeah, that's great. Okay, so what you do is you basically do a keyword search term, and then these websites. Let's say that I wanted to do Marry for Money. You know, they get about 150, 200,000 impressions per week, and I wanted to specifically run ads to people that have visited this website. So you could do that. Okay, we can base it on YouTube channels. Let's do affiliate marketing. And then you do a keyword search for whatever niche or industry or whatever you're trying to sell. And then you look up the most popular YouTubers that, you know, that are in your niche. And then what you're going to do is you just simply select one. A really good one I know is this guy, John. He has 310 videos. He's got over 250,000 subscribers. I mean, if you run ads on his YouTube channel, you're going to get a ton of traffic. All right, so let's do something else. We're going to copy it so I don't have to type it out again. And we're going to do videos. Then what you could do is you can actually run ads on specific videos. And what I would do is I would look at videos that are in your niche, whatever product you're trying to sell. And then I would look at videos that have a lot of traffic, a lot of views. Right here, 189 views. Honestly, I probably wouldn't do that because you're not going to get a lot of traffic. And what you want to do is you maybe want to select anywhere from 5 to 10 videos. 5 to 10 videos. And I probably wouldn't do a video that has, you know, anything under 3,000 to 4,000 views total. I probably wouldn't do it. In fact, I probably wouldn't do under 10,000 views. But that's just me. So you'll do, you know, 5 or 10 videos. And again, you only want to do one at a time. Don't do one topic in 5 videos. Don't do that. Because you're not going to know, you know, you're not going to know where your ad is going right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and clear all of this. We're going to go ahead and clear all of this. Awesome. So what I would do is the name of the game that I have found that's caused me to make you know, billions of dollars as a successful entrepreneur. Honestly, guys, I would say, and by the way, that is sarcasm. I have not made billions of dollars. I hope you caught up on that. Hopefully, you're still awake at this point in the video. But let's see here. I would say testing is the name of the game. Those that test the most are going to be extremely successful. So what you want to do is you just want to test. You want to take one video ad and you want to test it on multiple audiences, multiple topics, multiple sets of keywords, multiple, channel placements. That's the idea. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to create an ad using audiences. And we're going to do recently started a business because I'm trying to target business owners. So we're going to do recently started a business. And as you can see, we have 73 million impressions. So since I already have what targeting I want set up, I'm going to be skipping keywords. I'm going to skip topics, and I'm going to skip the placements. Now, we need to go ahead and enter the actual YouTube ad itself. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a video, and you're going to set it as an unlisted video. Here's some tips for you, okay? You want to keep your video anywhere from 1 minute to 3 minutes long. Anything over 3 minutes, people are going to start bouncing off, and you're not really going to get a whole lot of traction. So I'm not going to go over the metrics of a successful YouTube ad right now. I'll create a separate video for that if you want those. If you want that, I will do that. In fact, let me go ahead and ask you now. Let me know in the comments below if you specifically would like for me to create a video showing you the metrics on a successful YouTube ad. The first 30 seconds, what you should say, the next 30 seconds, what you should say, and so on. If you want that, let me know in the comments below. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to create your video. You want to make sure that you have a good hook in the first at least 5 to 10 seconds, because within 5 seconds, at the 5-second mark, if you haven't caught or piqued someone's interest, if you haven't called out to your audience within that first 5 seconds, they're going to click or touch that skip ad button, and you're going to lose them. And you do want to lose a certain amount of those people, because you only want people that are going to buy your product or service on your YouTube ad. And so let me know if you want me to create a video on the metrics of a successful YouTube ad, and I'll do that for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to the video that I'm going to use, and I'm going to click on copy the video link. We're going to go back over here. We're going to go ahead and paste that video. Awesome. So there it is. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a call to action. Call to action is going to be on the button that people can click on or touch. And the way that YouTube works is that if you don't use the correct verbiage, if you don't use the correct wording, they're not going to approve your ad. So if you do click here 5 exclamation points, you're not going to get approved. If you do some random series of letters and numbers that doesn't make sense, or if you have all caps, I mean there's a lot of different things that's going to get your ad disapproved. You want to do something very simple, such as start now, register. Let's see here. Yeah, so we're going to do start now, and on the headline, that's going to be right over here, and I'm just going to put free training. Now, keep in mind, you only get 10 characters on the call to action. You only get 15 characters on the headline. Awesome. So as you can see, here's a preview of what the ad will look like, and it says free training, start now. Okay. I do know that if you do click here, it will not work. YouTube will disapprove that, because I know from experience. Okay, you just do start now, do register, buy now. I don't know. Just try to play around with it. Now on your display URL, what you want to do is you want to do the URL that you're going to want to send people to, which is going to be to your landing page, or to your website, or to your store, whatever you're trying to sell. And so just for the purpose of this training, I'm just going to take the URL of the landing page, and I'm going to plug it in right here. Now, if I were you, I would create a good tracking link so that you can track the traffic. And a great free way to do that is, let's go over here to Google. I'm not 100% sure if that's right. Let's see here. Here it is, I think. Yes. So you want to go over here to the campaign URL builder, and I'll put a link in the description below for you guys to do that. Let me show you how this works. Okay, so just for the purpose of this video, we're going to do test 1. So the source is actually, for the source, what you could do is you can put YouTube. Okay, you can do YouTube, and I'm just going to do YouTube_test. For the medium, this is going to be, you could just do YouTube ads. Then what you want to do is you want to create a campaign name, and then simply copy the URL that Google gives you. This is your tracking link, and then you're going to go over here, and you're simply going to get rid of that, and you're just going to paste it. And what it does is it automatically takes the final URL, puts it on the display URL. What I like to do is take away the www, and then right here after .com, I like to take the rest of it out and just put basically the base domain, because it really doesn't matter what the display URL looks like, as long as it looks a little professional. If you have all of these different letters and numbers, it's just not going to make much sense to people. But all that really matters is what your final URL says. And then when I test it, it's immediately going to go over here. And then what I do is I take the campaign source and I copy it. I go over here to my favorite software, ClickFunnels. If you want to check it out, I'll put a link in the description below. This is the software that I use to create all my sales funnels, websites, landing pages, generate leads and revenues for my business. So if you want to check that out, I'll put a link for you guys to check it out. So I'm going to click on Stats. And then over here on UTM Source, I'm going to go ahead and paste that in. Click on Apply Filter. And then as you can see, I'm able to see any traffic that I receive from the ad. All right. So that is how you create a tracking link. It's a great way to do it. It's a way to do it for free, so you don't have to go sign up for any, tracking softwares. And you never want to use a short link, a short tracking link like from Bitly. Never do that on Google, because they'll turn that ad down. You want to do the full URL that you're sending people to. Okay, and so right here on Campaign Builder, just leave it on auto generate. And here's one last step I want to give you, and that is on the actual ad group name. I want to put at the end what my targeting is. So what targeting did we use? Let's go back. I did audiences, and I did recently started a business. So we're going to go over here to ad group name and audiences, recently started a biz. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that entire thing. I'm going to go down here to the ad name, and then I'm going to paste it. So that way, when I'm looking at my stats and conversions, I'm trying to find out if the ad is converting or if it's just wasting money and I need to turn it off. What I could do is I can find the ad by doing that. Now, normally I would say that the name of this is a little too long. It's 87 characters. I would probably shorten it a little bit, but just do whatever's comfortable for you. You want to just do whatever's comfortable for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on Create Campaign. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then boom, you're done. Congratulations, your campaign is ready. And so we're going to click on Continue to Campaign. And then here it is right here. And as you can see, the status is eligible. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Video Campaigns. And let's go over here to Campaigns. And as you can see, let's do status. Good. Actually, let's go to ads. We're going to click on ads and extensions, and then we're going to click on ads. All right. So I've got some ads that are under review, and here it is. So it's leads, number one way to start and grow a business online. I did audiences and recently started a business. And so what it is, it's going to show that it is under review. So you want to at least give it a day. And, sometimes YouTube does, or Google does take a little while to approve your ads. But once you have ads going on a regular basis, usually your ads are going to get approved on a really good, time frame. But a good rule of thumb is you always want to have 1 or 2 ads minimum going at all times. Because what you could do is you can have an ad running, go create a new ad, and that way when you're waiting for the review process to be completed and for that ad to get approved, your other ads have already been generating conversions for you, and you're not just sitting there waiting and twiddling your thumbs and waiting for YouTube to do something. And so, guys, that is how from A to Z, start to finish, how to set up and get a YouTube ad going. I do hope you guys got a ton of values. Here's a couple of things that I want you to do, all right? Number one, I want you to check out the description below. And I want you to, I've got a link for you guys to be able to go to this page or a page like this. And I want you to sign up for the free training because I have some more stuff I want to show you on how to optimize your website properly, how to generate leads, how to take your business to the next level. I have some amazing methods that have generated, literally millions of dollars in sales, and I want to just give that to you for free. And then I'll leave some other resources and information for you in the description below. Make sure that you let me know in the comments below what videos you would like to see me create, and I'll be happy to do it for you guys. If you want me to show you the ad metrics, the first 30 seconds, what you need to say, and so on, specifically what tutorials you'd like to see, and I will give you a shout out when I create that video for you. So make sure that you do that. All right, guys, I hope you got a ton of value, and I'll see you on the next one.